Good morning, guys. I'm heading out for a quick drive. I got the new GoPro mount for the windscreen, so haven't had one for a while. Most of the stuff I've been filming has been handheld, which I don't mind doing. It gives you the flexibility to move the camera around and film other stuff, but I do miss having a mount on the windscreen, so you can just sometimes set it up, record, chat, off you go. So just want to see how this one works. I think position looks alright. See how it comes up with sound, like picking up the air conditioning and stuff. How you can hear my voice from here, whether it's clear or not. And the other reason I wanted to come out and have a drive is we've got new shock absorbers put in the front of the car. So I've got new Monroe shocks put in and all the bushings and all that sort of stuff. So I just want to see how the car feels this morning. Yeah, I'll get the rear ones done, but the front ones were a priority. I just thought that when we were in Ukraine, certain bumps we went over, it bottomed out. It just made that clunky sort of dong, you know, which it shouldn't be doing. I mean, some of the bumps were pretty severe, but yeah. So let's find out what kind of job our mate Georgie did. Georgie's one of Lucian's mates who's a mechanic. So we take our car to him for things like changing the oil, changing the lights, that sort of stuff. But yeah, he does big jobs as well. So far, so good. I can take my hands off the wheel, it's sort of going straight. Main thing is, do the brakes still work? Yep. But yeah, I just got an error for a globe, so I think I've got to go and get a globe changed. Yeah, of course this taxi in the right lane that was to the right of us went around the outside of us and came back to the left, which is excellent. Some normal sort of stuff here. I just want to go into town first, see if I can grab a coffee, see what the parking's like in Piata Amzei. That's where I go to get my favourite coffees most of the time. So if one of the girls is, sometimes it's good, I get in there and one of the girls is in there and she just, there was one time I pulled up and she saw me pull up and she just, before I could even get out of the car, she said, "Your coffee's here." I was about to walk inside and she said, "Yeah, your coffee's here," and she'd already made it. She just saw me pull up and made the coffee, and it was on the table out the front before I could walk in the shop. Yeah, she's absolute sweetheart, that one. So I'll go and see if they're open and try and grab a coffee from there. I was going to go and get the car cleaned, but the inside is a bit dirty. But we can do that later. Geez, I tell you what, that is a huge difference with the shock absorbers. You can actually feel just a much smoother ride now. So I asked Lucian what the shock absorbers were like when they took them out, and he said that the actual telescopic part, you could pretty much pull the telescope in and out with your hand, so the rod in and out with your hand, which is obviously not good. So yeah, I'm so far so good, happy with it. Feels pretty good. You can tell the periods of year too when sort of everybody is still in town. Like there's no public holiday seasons coming up, or you know, everyone's still around. Wake up, my friend. Fucking dumb fuck. Bloody hell, mate. You look like an Italian tourist, that guy. Still half asleep. There's a lot of serviced apartments just around there in that block. Airbnb, so he's probably just come out half asleep looking for something to drink or something to eat. Just wandering around in the middle of the road here. So yeah, like I was saying, when there are different parts of the year, when things are in sort of holiday season, yeah, the city will be just empty on weekends, but it's actually very busy. It's 10 AM, so it's not early, but 10 AM still, most people are still in bed or at church or okay, I haven't been to are you going left looking for parking? I think so. So for those that don't know Bucharest or anything about it, might have stumbled across one of these videos for the first time. I've been through here quite a few times. This is Piata Amzei. Piata Amzei is Piazza is like a square. So Piazza just means like square or like a town square. So this is the Amzei Square. And yeah, it's a sort of fairly central area. You get a lot of tourists around here. There's a lot of backpackers, Airbnbs, cafes. So there's quite a lot around. Okay, so that's the first issue with the GoPro coming off. So that mount didn't fucking stick as well as I would like it to. It's not good. So I'll turn it off. A little bit sad. My favourite copy shop girl wasn't there. Don't know if that's enough dashboard, too much dashboard. A lot of people, I filmed once and I cut out the dashboard and people didn't like it. They actually said, no, having a dashboard there gives that like first person shooter sort of perspective. So yeah, so I put the dashboard back in, but obviously I don't want to have too much dashboard. It's crazy because it's a Saturday, but it's almost back to normal parking wise. You can just see there's cars everywhere. Again, they're supposed to be having a blitz this year on tidying up the traffic in Bucharest, meaning no more parking on pedestrian crossings, on the footpath, double parking. The police are supposed to be out in force, and they're enforcing new parking zones. But yeah, look at this. I mean, it's just crazy. There's cars. If you're a pedestrian there in a wheelchair or something, you just can't get up on the footpath or down from it because cars are just block everything. That's the main. When I'll just put the window up for a second. Unfortunately, guys, when you get here to Bucharest, it's like, you know, when somewhere, do like the locals, but to an extent you have to learn how to drive here, otherwise you just don't get anywhere. If you one of these people that's been brought up like me with just good road etiquette and learning, you know, you give way to people, you're polite on the road, you know, that sort of thing, you won't get anywhere. You'll be stuck, you'll be waiting. You've got to take shortcuts here. So you learn how to drive in that respect, but things that I refuse to do, and I just won't do, is things like park on a corner and block an exit, park anywhere near a pedestrian crossing, double park, that sort of thing is just no. And this, like, no indicator, that's just so normal here. It's like they're optional extras. It's like you go and buy a new car and say, yeah, look, I think I'll take the car without the indicators because I don't really need to use them that much. You got someone like this that's just trundling along, so I've got no idea what they're doing. Just anyway. Oh, I don't know, some people seem to like my videos where I'm carrying on. Other people probably think, geez, this guy whinges a lot. And yeah, I do, because it can be frustrating here. Even after 6 years of living here, it's still, I still don't understand what people get up to on the road. Sometimes it's just ridiculous. Fresh air. What's the temperature? 12 degrees outside. Wow, it's been a strange spring. Look, we can get snow in March. I mean, it's just gone 1st of April today. We can get snow in early March, but you know, to have snow like 3 days ago in late March, sort of middle of spring, it's pretty weird. And then the temperatures have been, 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, we had 22 degrees. People were out in shorts, starting to get that sort of spring summer vibe. And then the other day it was down again to 0 degrees at 10 AM. So people are sort of flicking between coats, jackets, casual wear. But one thing, guys, you'll notice here in Romania is people dress immaculately, and they dress for the season perfectly. Yeah, there's a really good dress sense here. I'm not one of those people that's been really big into, probably when I was a bit younger, I would say I was. I'd like to look good, obviously going out and things like that, but as you get older and things get a bit more practical, you start to realise, you know, for me it's not that important that I get up and my hair looks immaculate. There's guys here that spend more time grooming than chicks. Some guys here, there's that real sort of effeminate, I don't know, to me it's an effeminate look. It's not a masculine look at all. It's more effeminate than male. But you know, there's some guys here that are groomed so well that they almost look female. You know, the eyebrows are plucked and trimmed, and the beard is just, you know, the beard is absolutely 100%. The hair immaculate. The face is creamed and smooth. You know that kind of look. Yeah, to me it's a little weird. Like I said, I'm just for easy dressing these days. Just whack on a pair of jeans, put on a shirt. My wardrobe consists normally of say 15 black t-shirts, which I change on a regular basis. I just ordered a few more from London the other day, so they're on their way. So yeah, nice and easy. I pick what I need, which is black. And then I put on my jumper. Yeah, pretty simple. Alright guys, so I'm just going to go for one further drive, see if how busy this car wash is. This is the one where they still do your car manually. Now, you know, you can get an outside or an interior only, or both. There's a little kiosk, coffee shop and a waiting room, so it's a pretty good setup. You can and yeah, so let me go and have a look. Hello. Hello.
Where are you going?
Hi. Okay guys, I didn't film coming in to the car wash, but this is the smart car wash, where if you don't want to do it yourself, come in here. The guys will do an excellent job. I just car hasn't been cleaned for a while since going to Ukraine, etc. So thought I'd come in and get it done. So it's nice and clean now. Alright. Oh, big doof music in the cafe there. Alright, anyway. We just that was me coming out of the car wash. Just get way to the tramway. The trolleybus, sorry. And then we'll just get back home. Actually, no, I've got to go and do a bit of shopping now, so shopping time. Oh shit, can't go that way, it's one way, that's no good. Haven't been this way for a while guys, I forgot that's yeah, that's a one-way street up there, but luckily the sign, I just had a suspicion and checked for the sign, and the sign's there. You find a lot of times a lot of the signs don't always line up with where you need to be on the road, and some of them are actually hiding behind trees and things, so it's worth just having a good look to make sure. So this sort of comes out where we were this morning. Come on guys, fucking hurry up. Bloody hell, can't stand people with... People just take their time across pedestrian crossings, but... yeah, no comment. I was going to say it wasn't too bad. She was walking across the crossing, taking her time. Worst things to look at. So yeah guys, he's done a good job in here. Car feels clean and nice and clean again. So weekend school kids doing style excursion or something. Could be boarding school kids, I don't know. Obviously just went straight through a red light because that was green for a long time, so that's the other thing with these pedestrian crossings here in town. You've got to be really careful because they're traffic light controlled, but there's a lot of tourists here that from different countries in the world where, you know, traffic lights have different meanings and things, so some of them don't realise that the pedestrian crossings, you've got to wait for the lights, and some just walk across them and you're like, fuck, when you've actually got a green light. Anyone that's coming to Bucharest, on my right is the Radisson Blu Hotel. I would say don't ever stay there. It's one of the most overpriced, overrated hotels around, in my opinion. You can get a brilliant Airbnb. What's going on here? See, that's what I mean. You just got people who've got no idea. The light's green, and you got people that wanted to turn right and then went straight. But anyway, back to Radisson. Yeah, really overpriced, overrated in my opinion, when you can get a nice Airbnb, or, you know, I think a hotel, and much nicer hotel. It's just simply, it's a Radisson, it's centrally located, you know, it's so you're paying for the name and the location here. This is the back side of it, the parking by Radisson, which is more the service department side. Building on my right here. Yeah, don't ever come and film it directly because you'll get in trouble. It's a sensitive site. Government stuff, obviously, that they don't really want you filming the building or the people coming in and out, which is fair enough. Because yeah, the first time I was here, 6 years ago, I was walking around in the snow, enjoying the snow, just filming up and down that street, Strada Luterana. I was filming the corner of the Radisson and that building, and a security guard came straight over. He goes, "Why are you filming?" And I said, "I'm just filming." He goes, No. Showed me the sign. He said, "Show me your camera." So I had to show him what's on there. He said, "Delete, please." So I said, "Yeah, no problem." And also, guys, I've said in other videos too, if you're driving through downtown Bucharest like this and you've got the right of way, just be very, very careful that you still potentially stop and look. Well, this one we have to stop anyway. But on all streets, just have a quick look. Don't assume you have right of way and everything's okay. like here I've got right of way, but I always just glance left and right, and same at this one here. And also it's very hard to see pedestrians when you got cars parked right on the crossing, so always just have a quick glance for pedestrians, quick check of the traffic before you drive through. And this one here, make sure that you check the car on your right, because they have a habit of drifting back into this lane as you're going around the corners. So just little tricks everywhere you get to learn. Said this in other videos, so people that know my videos will have heard this before, but probably one of the worst things on the roads here is the lack of people's inability to just stay in their own lane. I don't know whether it's just a deliberate thing, people just don't really care, or it's just simply a lot of people got their licenses in a period when it was easy to get licenses, if you know what I mean. And also now the driving tests are not that hard, you know, I mean, it's 20 minutes of driving, and you don't actually do it in the city area, you do it on the outskirts, so new drivers don't get exposed to a lot of pedestrian crossings, a lot of lane changing, and even busy intersections, you know, they just don't get exposed to it, which is really weird. So I just think you've got a lot of inexperienced drivers still out there. But yeah, lanes, always watch out for your lanes, guys, when you go through intersections, roundabouts, when you're turning, because yeah, people just drift in and out of lanes. Like this one annoys me here too, because we'll sit in this lane and you're meant to go left up here from this lane as well, but you'll always get somebody that can't be bothered waiting, so they'll pull up in the tram lane to our left, and then they try to turn left as well from this lane, where essentially, see, this guy's got his blinker on like me, so he's doing the right thing, but you'll get people, yeah, turning here, so you've got to be careful then that they don't run into you as you're turning left. Okay, so we got a detour along here today. Didn't realise they're ripping all this up. Okay. So this is the ongoing replacement of pipes and things, guys. So they're replacing a lot of the pipes, water pipes that carry the hot water around the city, and also clean water. Come on, mate, close your door, far out. That's alright, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's struggling to get out of his car. Alright, we'll just see how busy the local shop is, because yeah, I haven't eaten this morning yet. I'm trying to be good. lose weight, but it's not. I haven't eaten because I'm trying to starve myself and lose weight. I just haven't got round to eating yet. I need to go do a bit of shopping. So yeah, this guy's just standing in the middle of the road. Anyway, go and see how busy. See how busy it is in here. Come on, hurry up. Alright, still recording, 15 minutes, yep. A lot of dashboard in that frame, guys, but I think it'll be okay. Yeah. Gotta find out which light's not working. It's one of the tail lamps, one of the indicators. I'll check later when I get back. I think that needs to be adjusted a bit forward. There's a bit too much dash, but I'll have a look at it when we get back and see what it looks like. Alright guys, stop this for now. Alright guys, finished shopping. Just got to get out of this wonderfully tight little parking spot here. I love it. It's got a pole next to it, so you always know you're not going to get fucking idiots that are driving into the side of your car. But it does take getting in and out of. Bet that guy drives off now. Shopping done, car done. I know it's raining. Everyone says you're mental when you wash your car when it's about to rain, but yeah, I knew it was going to rain today. It's just I needed the car cleaned inside, guys. It was really dirty after Ukraine and transporting stuff around. It was like we had this full, you know, we couldn't fit another thing in. Even Lucia and I could almost not fit in our tiny little rucksacks that we used to carry a few clothes in and things. So yeah, it needed a good clean, but it's clean now. See this parking here, guys? These cars sticking out here, you know, they're sticking out into the turning lane. And you've got this guy in white double parked here. They're just sitting there, you know, like, doesn't matter, doesn't bother him. That's the thing that really annoys me, those kind of things. And a lot of the time there's a police car that sits up here on the intersection most days, where that yellow taxi is on the left, sort of sits just behind it on the corner. But again, they'll have traffic infringements occurring at this intersection right in front of them, and they don't do anything about it. They don't get out and lift a finger. So glad I came out, get that bit of shopping done, because I'm trying to lose weight at the moment and diet a bit, and there's nothing worse when you're trying to, it's bad enough trying to diet and cut out the things you love and all that sort of stuff, restrict your portions. There's nothing worse than you don't quite have the right diet food available as well. So I just wanted to go out and get a few vegetables and things, some sort of low fat, low GI bread, bit of lean chicken breast to make a nice chicken and broccoli sort of stir fry tonight. And the next big question is always, do I have a parking spot left? Or has someone taken it? We'll soon find out. We have quite a few options today, which is good. Perfect.